We're live. Let's see. I thought I had a music playlist here. Oh, yeah, let's go for some royalty-free playlist.
I know we both want to do the right thing, but the needle in our compass is trembling. Trapped in the flames as our house burns down, left for dead cause we can't find common ground.
Alright, looks like we're bouncing off this pivot point here. Got our 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart. Sometimes I'll switch this one up. And then we have a 20 tick bar chart. So each bar is 20 ticks here. Just so we can kind of see kind of the smaller movements. Let's see. Yeah, pretty slow time of day to be trading. It looks like more or less pretty much stuck in a range here. Why can't I trade into Trade Syncer? Or Copy Syncer? What's it called? Trade Copier. Trade Syncer, that's what it's called. Poor Kano. Where's the login? The world. No, where's my... How do I log in? What the freak? I'm so confused. That's so weird. Okay. What the? I'm trying free trial for Trade Seeker for trade copying, and I guess it just didn't save my connections. Like what? Have to do this all again? But look, we're moving. The market's moving. Okay, enable accounts. Oh, there it is. What? Oh, jeez. Okay, which one is the... groups? This doesn't make any sense. Alright, if I put a... Alright, so something's not connected. Oh my gosh! You have connection, but no enabled accounts, please. It says they're enabled. Enable all. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not super impressed. I think there's a good chance we probably make it back down to this level, which is right here on our 5-minute chart. At least maybe to the bottom of the bodies of those candles. I'd like to put a trade in, but if anyone has any good suggestions for a trade copier, I am all ears. Okay, retracing back to the pivot point. And basically what I'd be looking for here to... I want to get in a trade. If I go to... So a bit of a... I don't know. Kind of a bear flag. Usually you want more than one candle making a bear flag though. Connections. Like I'm. Okay, I have them enabled. How do I make the copy account? Change leader. Okay. Enable accounts. What do you mean it's disconnected? Okay, it's connected. All right. Okay, so I got the leader. Which one do I have as the leader? The there we go. Okay, let's double check. All right. Take that out. Okay, it seems to be working. All right, so looks like we are building a bit of a bear flag. So downward trend, little pullback, and then we're bumping up against this pivot point. So if we could get a quick break through our trend line here, maybe we could go for I don't know, bottom of these here, so 80s, mid 80s. Well, that's about right here, so is my camera working? Is my camera? Yeah, it's working. There seems to be a little bit of a delay. Oof. Woof. Let's see, where would this want to pull back to? I mean, honestly, about right here. A little bit of static. Okay, we're hitting this fair value gap here. We actually have another fair value gap on our 15-minute chart. Oh, but let's see, we hit that fair value gap and now we could be starting to make a big break. Maybe. If we start breaking down here, we might look at going short. Not looking to do anything crazy tonight, just to get a trade or two, one contract, one mini. So, we got a higher high here. I have a hard time calling that a lower low. Maybe we got kind of a flag pattern here, maybe. Kind of on the longer time frame. Looks like we're overall losing buyers on the longer time frame. Making our way back up to maybe touch this fair value gap here. And this would probably actually be a pretty decent spot since we have a lot going on here into that. We are officially now in this fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame. So we're in the fair value gap on the 15 and the 1. Does our 5-minute chart look like? Also. Alright, so, ooh. Could be looking for a bounce kind of off of this wick area right here on the 5-minute chart. Since we're still in the fair value gap on the 15. Why am I this order flow crap? Shut up. There. Okay, we're also hitting this little bump. This kind of level right here on our 20-tick chart. So, and we have a lot of fair value gaps showing here. So I think there's a decent chance that we actually have a little bit of a pullback here. I might go for a really small move. Oof. Let's do, in order to make it worth it, let's just go for it. So. So we hit our target. This will be 300 per account, which you can see in your top left corner here, our P&L. Honestly, kind of a nerve-wracking trade. We got some magnets down here. And one thing I'm not loving about this trade copier, if I adjust our stop loss or our take profit, it only does it on that account. It doesn't copy that to the other accounts, which is why my P&L here is different on all of these. Well, on one of them at least. Hopefully this move to the upside is just a big trap and we make our way back down again. I don't like that candle though. I also don't like that we have a pretty big wick on our 5-minute candle here. I know this is pretty menial, but a little bit of a fair value gap there. I mean, these always like to act like magnets. I'm really banking on it wanting to make its way down here to fill some of these orders that were missed as it made this move up here. Come on, get down. Oh, get down. No, 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 no. That sucks. Now watch it go back down right when it takes me out. What the F is this? Why? Okay, well, we missed that one. I just have a hard time with the thought that it's going to, well, continue up as it continues up. Okay. Okay, pretty big fair value gap here and here, so that's basically one. Gonna be a big fair value gap if we stay up here on the 5-minute charts. I think there would be a decent chance that this is gonna want to draw back down to these wicks here after the close of this candle if we're staying up here. So about 925. Yeah, basically about right here. So we might be looking at putting a buy order here. Wait for that to come back and bounce back up because we are, yeah, I mean, making our way to highs up here. It might even be worth drawing a big old trend line here. We'll go ahead and stretch that out a little further. As a reference, could be a good spot to start looking at some buys. We hit this level here, which is, what is that? The previous day something. Oh gosh. What is that? I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Okay, so we did close. I think I am going to put a buy order about right there. To have the 506 213. I think I do want to go for pretty big. So we're just looking for a small move. Okay, so trades we've taken so far, we were looking for a short right here to make its way back down here, and it didn't do that. And it just kept going up, and we're still going up, and we're just about at the top of this. There's a big boy here, right here, which I think is the same as that. Let's see, 15. Yep. Basically hitting that top of that spot there. Let's see if we bounce back down or work on breaking through to start looking at some other highs. I mean the current high of day maybe. Sort of. How much have you truly made in the past year trading just truthfully? Well, I am just working on getting funded accounts, so yeah, that's my journey up to this point. Just trying to. I actually did get one, but then I blew it. So these are evaluation accounts here. So there's 5 of them from Legends Trading, and we're working on passing these ones. They had a really good deal. It's like $19 per evaluation right now for 50,000. But yep, I'm still on my journey of becoming profitable. Haven't quite made it there yet, so honest answer. Always learning. Okay, kind of looks like we're getting a little bit stuck right here, so we might try to push back up and break through, or might push back up here, start making its way back down to pick up some of this possible liquidity. But yeah, if you want to follow me on this journey, like and subscribe. Also trying to grow the YouTube channel. I've kind of taken a little bit of a break from it. I was doing a lot of Forex and met some people who basically told me, like, hey, futures is so much better. And it honestly is. Just like getting filled, and there's no like slippage or that sort of thing. It's easier to trade. a little bit more simple too. It's just better than Forex. So I got a buy limit down here. With the plan that if we start pulling back here, that there's some liquidity that we want to pick up, especially when we're looking at the 5-minute chart. So the market wants to pick that up and then continue this little upward trend here. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be stuck here for too long. I think we're kind of at a point here where the market's gonna want to make a decision to start pulling back or break through. Pulling back to our level here. Into that fair value gap for just a second there. I think if we're looking at the 5-minute chart here, if we can get a bullish engulfing candle here, I think we pretty much have to look at some options to go long. Maybe target around this area here, or right here. This one probably makes a little bit more sense to, well, maybe, I don't know. I'm still hoping that we kind of pull back here and get our long order here filled. Kind of wants to on this chart. Man. You'd have to wait a long time to get all the way over here. dipping into this fair value gap a little more. You've kind of dipped down pretty low here, so yeah, if this candle somehow ends up above the body of this, I think we're looking at taking a long. But we continue to make our way down, getting closer to our entry. To come up and touch the bottom of this wick, maybe. Oh, we're getting close. Now watch it just boom. Just barely miss our fill. That would be hilarious. Oh. So this is going to be pretty tight trades, so it's got to pretty much bounce off right at that level. If it goes too much lower, we'll lose it. We're looking for a pretty small movement. Tight, 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 tight. Okay, there we go. We're in. This will be $500 gain or loss on each account. Ooh, wrong way. Come on. No. Come on. Up. Go the other. No! You're kidding me. Gosh, maybe it wants to make its way all the way down to this pivot point again. Let's see. 06. Oh god, I don't like that. Yeah, watch this. That trade would have worked if we'd given it a little bit more room, maybe. bit of a bear flag here. That fair value gap there. Oh man, this is tough. Let's try it. Oh. No, 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 no. Okay, I was gonna say, couldn't have waited a half a second to push the button. Come on, just a little further. There we go. Alright, we've recouped some losses. Now we just need to recoup some more losses. Okay, well, it looks like we're making our way to the fair value gap. I guess we've stopped out people looking at this fair value gap here. I think I need to go for... I mean, do we go for a big bounce off of this line here? Maybe do one contract. Okay, another possible bear flag. Wow, just like that, we're took profit on that short one we did. It's a big move. Hitting that bearish fair value gap. The 5-minute chart looks more bullish to me. Lower lows, or higher lows. And then kind of flattening out up here. So I think if we get a good break above kind of the 940s, 950s, we probably make our way up to some past highs. I almost want to put a long here. Picked up some sellers here. We probably have a good number of sellers looking to probably get filled. I don't know, probably around here. See, okay. I'm just checking my trade copier to see if it's working. Okay, so here's interesting. So we had this trend line based off of these two levels right here drawn, and we have a pivot point right here. If we could break down and hit this spot on this chart right here, that would be great confluence. I mean, I'm gonna X marks the spot. Right there. How perfect would that be? Let's do 2 contracts there. And we'll go there. Right there. We want it to go down right there. the close of this 5-minute candle. We haven't really moved a whole lot. I mean, that's almost 3 minutes there. I would think that after, yeah, I mean, this is just a weird candle. It hit both a bearish and a bullish fair value gap, and now it's just trying to decide which way it wants to go. I want to say more bullish because we got this kind of trend of higher lows up here, a big bullish engulfing candle. There's kind of a whole lot of mess right here. That goes over here as well. If we're looking at the really small movements. Minute candle about to post. Wait, why is this not the right? Oh, it did. Strange. Whoa. What in the world? Orders, filled orders. I'm so confused. 506 213. That's why. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to keep trading a little bit more here, but I think I'm going to call the stream here. I appreciate all 2 of you that hopped in. Till next time. If I could figure out how to end it. There we go.